T with another Brad T presents. This property at 53 Spring Hill in the Glen Oak section of Gloucester Township is on a no-through street, surrounded by really decent looking houses, probably built in the early 70s. Okay, let's go take a look. The exterior is asbestos siding and wood siding. I'd recommend probably a re-side to bring it up, or at least a repair and paint. The garage that we see to the left, when we go inside, you'll see that it's really not being utilized as a garage, and there's some details that we might need to sort out with that. All right, let's go in. Point of note, the exterior windows have all been replaced with vinyl at some period. Front door, decent, fiberglass, oval, little stained glass action. We walk into a foyer closet. You know, in the last couple of years, it looks like somebody bought this and we're ongoing to a rehab. You know, there's some newer baseboard. Walls have been spackled, prepped for paint. So far what we have is a living room. Everything's on slab. Walk in, nice. Got a little bow window there. Maybe you want to change this wrought iron out to some wood. Got a dining room with some cheap pergo. We can rip that off. They use crown molding for chair rail. Remove that. Remove the wallpaper. This, I think, is the only wallpaper in the entire house. All right, through the dining room, we have a small L-shaped kitchen, but it's not going to be a very expensive one to put back. You can see they did some removal of the cabinets when they lost the house, as people are prone to do. You have a scenario where you can put a cabinet, refrigerator behind this little area. All right, I'm going to pan around. Dining area is nice. Needs a new back door. Walk down this area. You have a very large space for storage. You have a powder room / laundry room. Actually, it's got a full shower, so you can call it a full bath. And then you have this space here. Off of the living room, off of the kitchen, is a smaller space that started from this space here all the way back. So it's about an 11-foot by 13-foot space. What they did, this space from here back used to be the garage. They opened it up and they made a pretty decent sized family room. I'm not sure you're going to want to keep that scenario. You might feel that it's better to put it back into a garage. Yeah, this is a small family room, but you might be able to exploit it in other ways. Okay, so let's go upstairs. Upstairs is 4 bedrooms, 1 bath. So at the end of the day, we have 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths. The functional obsolescence of a full bath downstairs without a full suite, you know, it's a bonus, but it's not something you're going to brag about and expect to get tons more money for. All right, going through the bedrooms, it looks like we got new trim, newer windows, all the door slabs, that would be the actual door part itself, not the frames. They're all gone, but the door frames are new, as is the casing. So again, it looks like somebody was underway to rehab the house. 4 bedrooms, all decent size. Bathroom is a total gut out. They took the jacuzzi tub with them, so they did you a favor. But this is an inexpensive proposition. Everything's, you know, rip the floor up. It's only on plywood anyway. It was never done installed properly, so those tiles, as you can see, they're going to pop right up with no problem. Go ahead and do it right. 5-foot metal tub, go with a tile stall, maybe a 48-inch vanity. They do have a linen closet out in the hallway, so you don't have to worry about putting one in the bathroom. Master bedroom's pretty decent. They were, looks like they were going to paint it with blood red, and either changed their mind or, you know, got so scared they ran out of the house. I'm not sure. Decent in here. Baseboard's new. Closet's decent, you know, it's 3 foot deep. Usually they're only 2 foot deep. This is a little bit wider, the same width as the staircase. And there's 2 of them in this room. And it still leaves you room for a headboard and some dresser space, so that's good. All right, decent. They replaced the plywood in here. I'm going to guess they had an animal, or maybe they had a roof leak at one point. Speaking of the roof, the main roof of the house doesn't look bad. The other roof, which we're going to see through this window, which is a ginormous closed-in porch, which I would open back up, that's been patched. I would just budget to put like 3 or 4 square just on that roof. The rest of the shingles I think we can get away with. All right, so far it's not a very cumbersome job up here. It's paint, carpets, throw a bathroom back together, finish a bathroom downstairs. You're going to have to buy some slabs for these openings. They may be stored somewhere, who knows. Not going to go in the attic, but there is a HVAC system up there. And I believe it is high efficiency. I think they moved it from down here. All right, so there is the lay of the land as far as the interior. Let's go outside. Mentioned beginning of this video that the exterior is probably going to require siding. The roof is decent. This space, you may want to convert back into a garage. I would. All right, you're going to need to fix that door sill that I just broke. All right, so out here in the yard, you can see where the garage door used to be on the back. You know, you could hodgepodge some of these asbestos siding shingles and fix some areas and then spray it and kind of vinyl side the front or paint the front and just match up some vinyl siding, match the color of the paint to the vinyl siding that you may put up. Back here you got some wood rot issues. I think you take all the T111 siding off of this. I think you go back with vinyl, and I think you either go with slider windows that you can buy to fill in most of these spaces, and you turn this into a 3-season room, and I think the value in the added square footage can be exploited and explained as you can possibly make this a family room or a 3-season room, you know, with a little bit of electric. It is on a slab. Whether the slab is structural or not, one doesn't know. But if it's only going to be a 3-season room and you're only going to adapt to what's here, the structure is pretty nice. I mean, somebody took their time. It looks like you got some water rot there. It looks like some wet stains. You might want to sort that out. But it looks like at one time they had it sheetrocked. You can see some of it hanging. You know, you may want to just go with, you know, like I said, replacement windows, some 1/4-inch plywood up there. Make it a 3-season room. Throw a little wood stove out here, or, you know, auxiliary heat, and don't make it more than it is. But it is a nice space, especially if it had vinyl sliders. You may want to put a full-size set of gliders, you know, maybe 3 or 4 sets, you know, if you can get them discounted somewhere, and leave a little bit more wall space and, you know, exploit it with some windows. All right, so there's the project, 53 Spring Hill. Budget-wise, you got to do it piece by piece. Good news, windows, HVAC, you know, seem to be pretty decent. The interior isn't left with a whole lot of drama. It's newer construction, you know, mid-century, 1970s and beyond. So we're dealing with plastics and copper. You know, some of the copper's gone. The electric service, you know, we're dealing with a modern 100 amp plus service. Driveway's pretty decent. A lot of weeds. The one piece out here you may need to budget. Yeah, you're going to need a budget for maybe 1, 2, 3 slabs and a lot of weed pulling. This whole garage thing, honestly, I think I'd just turn it back into a garage. I think you can exploit that back room enough to get away with putting this back as a garage and leaving that little 10 by 10 room here. And then actually taking that double window and making that a patio door out to that incredible space. They're making this little den or a little dining area or whatever you want to call it. There's lots you can do here. I wanted to present this opportunity. You give Brad T a call at 609-352-6910. Brad T, 609-352-6910. Remax Preferred. Thanks so much. Have a great day.